Hi friends, happy Diwali from the Roof Kitchen. This is Nishant, and today in the Roof Kitchen I'm going to show you how to make an authentic bundi laddu. So laddu is almost an omnipresent sweet dish in all the Indian functions and festivals. Today we are going to see how to make this laddu at home, and let's see the ingredients for this Diwali special laddu. I'm taking 1.5 cups of gram flour. So in the same cup that you're measuring gram flour, you should also measure the sugar. So I'm taking 1.5 cups of sugar, which is equal proportions to the gram flour. So first let's make the sugar syrup. So in a deep bottom vessel, I'm adding this sugar, and to this I'm adding water, and the water should be till the sugar is completely filled with the water. So approximately it is 2 cups of water. So you'll have to make this into a sugar syrup, and the sugar syrup should be in the right consistency. The sugar syrup should not be very thick or it should not be very thin. So it should be at a one string consistency. So I'll show you how to get this one string consistency. If you're having difficulty knowing this one string consistency, I'll give you an easy method. So you'll have to remove the impurities when the sugar is boiling like this and keep it aside. So any sugar that you get, there will be some kind of impurities, and you'll have to remove it like this, and then make your sugar syrup. So making the sugar syrup approximately takes close to 8 to 10 minutes. See, I'm taking the sugar syrup in the ladle and dropping it down. So when I'm dropping it down, the last drop of the sugar syrup should take some time to fall down, and it should not fall at a stretch. Now you see the sugar syrup is falling drop by drop, and it is not falling at a stretch. This is the right consistency, and you can remove it from the stove. Now heat oil, and meanwhile the oil is hot, we have taken the gram flour. We are going to make a batter out of this to make the bundi for the laddu. So add the required amount of water and make a nice paste. It should be in a dosa batter consistency. Add a half a spoon of turmeric. So it should not be very watery or it should not be thick. It should be exactly like a dosa batter consistency, and you see this is how it has to be. This is exactly like a dosa batter consistency. So I guess the oil that we have kept for heating is hot. Just drop in some batter and see if it is hot, and you see that it is hot. Take a bundi ladder. So you get this in the stores, all vessel stores you get, or all Indian stores you get, and pour a ladle full of batter to this, and then use another ladle on top where you took the batter, and just give a circular motion so that the bundis fall at the right shape. You see, isn't it looking really nice when it is falling? You feel like eating it when you're cooking itself. So this has to be removed within a minute, and it should not be overcooked. If you overcook this bundis, then you will get a burnt taste in your laddus. So just a slight color change means that your bundis are done. Just take it and keep it aside. So I'm not going to drop this right away in the sugar syrup. So I'm just keeping it aside, and then I'll show you how to drop it in the sugar syrup and do it. So I'm pouring another ladle and showing for you guys. So I'm showing you the authentic way how a laddu is made in all the mithai shops, or how traditionally it is made by our grandparents. So you follow this step by step, you will get the perfect laddus just like how you get in the sweet shops. So now these bundis are almost done, and I'm dropping these in the sugar syrup. So you take a handful of bundis and keep it aside, and drop the remaining into the sugar syrup. So I'll tell you why. So I'm dropping the bundis in this, and I'm again taking it in another vessel, and I'm keeping it aside, and then I'm again dropping the rest of the bundis and following the same procedure, because the bundi should not, the first set of bundis that you put in this mixture should not catch hold of all the sugar syrups. Hence, I'm doing this process by adding the bundis, leaving it for a minute or so, and taking it aside and keeping it aside and following it till the last bundi is left, so that all the bundi is equally soaked in the sugar syrup. And finally, we are going to add all this into the sugar syrup so that you get an even consistency. So initially I told you to take a handful of it and keep it aside. So you'll have to pound this or use a mixer to pound it to this consistency. Keep this aside. Now fry cashew nuts and the raisins in the same oil that you fried bundis, and put it in the bundi mixture that you kept aside. So you can deep fry these cashew nuts, or you want to do a shallow fry in a spoon of ghee. That is also advised, but this will give you a good taste, and this is how the restaurants or the sweet shops they do it. Now I'm frying the raisins also along with this. So frying the raisins doesn't take much time. It takes hardly 10 to 20 seconds. So as soon as you drop in, it'll get cooked. So add everything to this. And you see, isn't it looking really nice? You can eat these bundis right away, ladas, in case you like bundis. So the pound mixture or your ground mixture in your mixer, whichever is feasible for you. I have a hand pounder, so I use that so that I get that authentic taste. So add that to this sugar syrup, and then add this bundis which you have soaked in the sugar syrup and kept it aside. So add everything together, and you'll have to mix everything finely. Now add the crushed cardamom, and to this add 1 cup of ghee, whole cup of ghee. Add 1 cup of ghee, and mix everything thoroughly. So the raisins, the cardamom, the ghee, and the sugar syrup, and the two types of crushed bundi and the whole bundi that we have added, everything should be evenly mixed. So now I'll tell you why I've crushed the bundi. So if you crush a handful or half of your bundis and have a little of the whole bundis, it will be easy for you to catch the laddus in round shapes, and it will not break open. So it will give you a perfect texture for your laddus. So this is how it is made authentically, and hence I used a hand pounder to pound it and add it to this. Now cover it and keep it aside for 30 minutes. So this has to be kept aside for 30 minutes. So now after 30 minutes, we are going to see how this bundi is. This bundi is completely soaked in the sugar syrup. And see, you don't see the sugar syrup at all in this mixture. So you'll have to mix this thoroughly before we make the round shapes of our laddus. So you don't see any trace of the sugar syrup in the pan. So it is evenly caught by the bundi. Now take a handful of this mixture and just make it into shapes. Use both your hands, or you can use one hand and press it to make it a round shape. If you roll it this way, you will get a perfect round shape. Similarly, I'm showing you another one. So these laddus would exactly taste just like a laddu that you get at the mithai shop. And making this is very easy. You almost spend 250 rupees to 300 rupees and you get close to 3 to 3.5 kgs of laddu. So, and the satisfaction that you get when you make homemade laddus, it is really feeling, and it is really a nice feeling that your family would definitely appreciate it. So this is the quantity of laddus that I've got. So this should not be eaten right away. So you leave it for one day and eat it the next day so that you will get a good taste. So after 24 hours, all this sugar syrups that is there in the laddu would have got a little dried, and this is how your laddu looks like the next day. So perfectly like how you get in the sweet shop. So leave it for a day and then have it. You will definitely like it. So friends, tasty laddu in an authentic way is ready. Try this and definitely share your comments. And this Diwali is really special for us because of our little prince, and he's wishing you all a happy and safe Diwali. So let this Diwali be prosperous for you. And for more videos and recipes, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.